Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to hop on here and really firstly to thank everyone that watched my last video. I don't understand what happened, but 10,000 people watched it in the first 24 hours. That's never happened to me before. I usually get, for every video, I probably get between 1,500 to 2,500 views roughly. Sometimes I get more, sometimes I get a bit less. But I've never had 10,000 views in 24 hours. I don't know if people were clicking on it by mistake or what, but I really appreciate it. And all the comments, or mostly all the comments, I've had a couple. One guy I had to block because he was really rude, and he made out that I'd wasted 6 minutes of his time by talking about talking about logs and leaf blowers. How can that be a waste of anyone's time? It took him just as long to write the comment anyway, but thank you so much. And one thing I have realized is the love for the Z900 RS. I'm absolutely besotted with it still. I know it's only been what, 4 months, something like that, 5 months. I every time I ride it, I love it more if that's possible. But I thought it was just me. But there's loads of people, loads of comments in the last video saying that they've got a Z900 RS and they love it. It's the best bike they've ever had. They'll never get rid of it. And I totally get it. I totally get it. The bike is incredible from performance to looks to sound. The engine is incredible. Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect comfort for me. It's so comfortable. It is the perfect bike for me, and I guess for a lot of you guys as well. So it's good to hear. Um, there was a little bit of confusion. Some of you thought that I was complaining about the fact that it was only £9,000 this guy offered. And that wasn't it at all. I thought the offer was really good. And that's why I did the video, actually, because I thought the offer was, more than I would definitely more than I'd get from a dealer's. I'd probably get 7 from a dealer's or something. But the way this guy had thought it through, I thought was quite clever. That he wanted the remap, he wanted the pillion grab rail, he wanted the guard, the radiator guard, he liked the nose cone, and all of those things added together. Well, I'm going to go through them now and tell you how much it would cost. So I totally get why he made that offer to me, and probably any other bike, if I'm honest, that I've owned, and it had been that scenario, I'd have probably taken the offer, but not with the Z900 RS. This bike is staying with me for a long, long time. And hopefully when I'm doing a video about that in a year's time, you'll start to believe me. But I understand why you don't at the moment. Let me spin the camera around and let me talk to you about what I have added to the bike and how much all of those things cost, just for people that are interested in the Z900 RS and might want to accessorize it. So guys, let's start from the back. Obviously that sticker, that's priceless. You can't put a price on that. I've got, someone mentioned about my private number plate. I have got a private number plate on this bike. This used to be on my Z4, BMW Z4, and when I sold that, I put it onto this. I won that in a golfing competition with 4 of us went out and played golf in France for a week, and the bet was whoever won, and I won the golf competition, would buy, the other 3 would buy a number plate for that person, and I won. And this is my number plate, and obviously they're my initials. And I got the M33 because I thought one day I might own a BMW M3, but that's never going to happen. Anyway, someone was asking me about the number plate, so that's that. So the first thing is this this pillion grab rail. The bike comes as standard with a side grab rails that sort of go across there, but my other half prefers holding on from the back. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. And I did look, there are definitely a few out there you can buy, but this is the genuine Kawasaki ones, because the other ones I wasn't quite sure how they looked on the bike. And this one cost me £160, and actually I got that delivered before the bike arrived. So yeah, that was the first thing I bought for it. The next thing, I know it's a minor thing, but it makes a massive difference. So these, I think they're called grip puppies. They're like foam covers that go over the handlebar grips. I think they were £15, and I've had them on pretty much all my bikes. And yeah, it just makes it much more comfortable because I've got sensitive little hands. The next thing is the front nose cone, the color-coded nose cone, almost color-coded. As I was saying in a previous video, In fact, there you can really see the difference in colour. Yeah, that's crazy. In the light of day, it doesn't actually show that it's that different, but when you've got the spotlight on it in the garage, you can see that it's different. So the nose cone was £185 delivered, and I think that was, I still think that was a bargain. They actually do, I think one of my mates was, I think it was Scott, he was telling me, they do a rear hugger, so that in the same colour coded yellow and green. And I was thinking about getting that, but I think that's about 240 quid. And I just thought maybe that's overkill for this bike. I don't know. I still sort of think about it, but that might be an option. But anyway, so the nose cone was £185. Then the radiator guard, which is a must, I think, that was 60 quid off of eBay. The fender extender was a cheapie from AliExpress, I think it was, or somewhere like that. I think that was a tenner, and that's still holding strong. That's absolutely solid. So thank you to everyone that recommended the silicone adhesive. And the only other thing that I've done to this bike is to have the remap, and that cost £400. So they're the only things I've had done to this bike. Everything else is standard. I haven't got any crash bungs on it, which I probably need to get. I haven't got a centre stand on it, which maybe I should get. Yeah, you could go on and on and on, couldn't you? But all of those things combined, including the ECU remap, comes to £830. So that's on top of the £9,700 that I paid for the bike. So it takes it up to about 10.5 grand. So if I'd sold this bike for £9,000, straight away I'd have lost £1,500. And I'm not including the servicing that. Obviously, the first service has been done on this bike, but that I didn't include that. So yeah, but it wasn't the money so much really as to what would I change it for. I mean, you know, there are not many bikes out there that look this good, in my opinion, and fit me so well. And has the performance. I mean, this has got all the performance I need. I think it's 110 brake horsepower? This has got a little bit more. I think another 4 brake horsepower because of the remap. Can't say I've noticed it, but yeah, that's more than enough power for me. Someone said put bar end mirrors on it, but I just don't think they look right on this bike. On my other bikes, I've tended to go with the bar end mirrors, but not on this one. Certainly not dyeing the seat, although a lot of you suggested that I do. That's absolutely never going to happen. And I just still look at this bike and think, God, it just looks so good. The little side badges, I know I've talked about this before, that are lifted off the original Z1s back in the early 70s. The logo on the tank is all uppercase, just like the original. And as I said in another video, the rear brake light is made to look like it's got a bulb in it. Little things like that, and the Z on the tank. And the instrument cluster, I think that looks so good. I really, really do. And it is a shame. The only thing I don't regret, but the thing is a bit of a shame is the fact that this nose cone hides the shape of the clocks, which are like bullet shaped, and they look incredible. But yeah, I absolutely have no regrets about buying this bike, about having it remapped. Yeah, it's definitely going to be in my life for a long time, guys, and one day you will believe me. Anyway, thanks so much again for all the comments and the views on my last video. I still can't quite understand how that's happened. I don't understand YouTube at all. And I don't edit my videos. I just whack them out. And I don't really even look to see how many people have watched them. It was only a friend of mine said, how come so many people have watched that video? And I have no idea. Anyway, guys, thanks again. Have a great Christmas if I don't do a video before then. Hopefully I'll try my best, but I've got a lot going on in the next couple of weeks, so we'll see. But if I don't, have a great Christmas and New Year, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ride safe, guys.